Hi everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore 64 and we're looking at a classic here called Boulder Dash, published by First Star Software in 1984 and come out on practically everything and was cloned en masse, so you might see lots of different versions of this with different names. Already reviewed this on the ZX Spectrum, the scrolling was a little bit awkward, so hopefully the Commodore 64 can do a little bit better. But you control, if you don't know, a character called Rockford over different levels. You must collect diamonds through a maze without boulders landing on your head, so all will become apparent. Here we are generated here. The time is ticking down in the middle, so we can't hang around. Once you, there you go, once you go under a boulder, it will fall down on your head. So you've got to plan your route or else everything goes wrong. A very addictive game, this one. There we go. So that's what happens. If you don't get out the way quick enough, a boulder will fall. So you need to plot your path superbly. Once you've collected all the diamonds, or enough diamonds, and the exit will open up, get there, and then it's on to the next stage. Have you got it? I think you have. And this is where the addiction starts. Hooray! Now this game already scrolls better than the ZX Spectrum, and I do like the colours. You've probably played quite a few in your time clones. Earthshaker was a good one on the ZX Spectrum. Hopefully we'll come to a few more on the Commodore 64. But a basic game which works really, really well. And I'm enjoying this so far. This is the first time I've played it, which you probably can guess. Once you've played stuff a few times, I think the level's very similar to the ZX Spectrum, but once you've played it a few times, you'll be racing through with breakneck speed. There was a few unofficial sequels to this on the ZX Spectrum. I've done Boulder Dash 2, I think that was an official one. Then there's 3, and then 4, and 5, and 6, which I haven't done. I think the problem was they released an editor, or someone did, so people just unofficially started releasing ones with a different number on the end. Yes, I've been meaning to come to those, but they might be a little bit samey, but we might do that just for a laugh. It's not always about the game, it's about daft chat, sharing memories and all that sort of stuff, and generally chilling out and relaxing and not having a big boulder landing on your head, which quite often could ruin your day. And when you phone up work to say why you won't be in, very rarely do they actually believe that a boulder has fallen on your head. But it's gaming, you don't have to mention that bit. Hurrah! Right, can I get off level 1? That's going to be quite embarrassing if I don't. You see on the top left is our status, how many diamonds we've collected, I think. Let's see what happens when we hit the next diamond, which I'm sure I will collect another diamond before this review is out. Don't hang around once you're going under boulders. There we go, right, okay, so we know what to do. Let's do it this time. The first go was a practice go. This time we're not messing around, we're going to do it. So, we need to steam through there, I think. You can get caught out sometimes. Other versions of the game do have power-ups. The colours do change from level to level, I'm hoping. They do on other versions anyway. If we actually ever see level 2. Oh, come on, Nick. You must be able to get off level 1. This is supposed to be the introduction. Now, there are different modes of difficulty. You can select different caves to start on. Take the high road, that's often a good idea. Right, time is ticking below 100 now. I don't know if I'm running out of time here. That diamond below looks a little bit awkward to get. We need to zip it, or maybe we can just make them all fall down and then collect where the damage is. How are we going to do this? Oh, that worked out brilliantly. Right, okay. Screen flashed. We might have got an extra life there. 78 seconds. We've got plenty of time. I'm being super cautious here. You can't be overly cautious on later levels because the time isn't so generous. Nice sound as Rockford moves around. He's an odd looking chap. Is he human? Is he some strange rat creature? I'm not sure. The sequel's called Boulder Dash 2 Rockford's Riot. I know it came out on the ZX Spectrum. Did it come out on the Commodore 64? Let me know. If so, I'll track it down. I'm not sure if it did or not. But Boulder Dash is Boulder Dash. Once you've played one version of it, they're all pretty similar. They don't deviate too much, but you just get different levels. Played it on the Amiga as well. I think it was a public domain version I played on the Amiga. That wasn't quite as good as this, but I think this is probably my favourite version I've played so far. Earthshaker on the Spectrum was quite good. Right, there we go. I've done it. Boom. So stage 2, getting more complicated. The boulders seem like purpley colour. This looks a bit more awkward. So the cavern is divided up into separate rooms, it looks, this time. It's one of those games where you could be playing it for ages and ages and ages without realising. Right, there's the first of the enemies there on the left. Some square going backward and forward. If we hit that, we're dead. You can push the boulders if there's a space there to push it. If there's another boulder the other side, you can't push two at the same time, so that makes it a little bit more awkward. Right, nice sounds there as the boulders get pushed along. Now, this might be a few people's favourite games on the Commodore 64. If so, let me know. Did you ever complete this one? It would have taken quite a lot of time for a kid to donate to on this, but it's one of those puzzle brain builder games, so hopefully if you did play this back in the day as a kid, you're now a super intelligent brain box and have got all the rewards that life has to offer. Have you? Life's dodgy, isn't it, really? We just get through. I don't know who's writing the script to this thing. What's that? Is that immunity for a little while? I don't know what that means. It might be an extra life. Or might be that I've just got 10 left to get. Right, now, time is still got plenty of time. There's definitely no diamonds on this side. It's an exploration game. Find out where all the diamonds are, get them, and then get to the exit. Have you ever done this in real life? I know you haven't, but if you have, let me know. Right, I do like an active comment section. That's super cool when that happens. Right, Rockford. That's the top of the maze. So we can't have too many more left to go, can we? 9, it says there. If I just block the path here. Rockford. Oh. They don't need any encouragement to fall down, these boulders. Oh, look. I think I've messed up here. That might work. Yes. That's good. Right. 10, it says, right. Is the exit now opened? Time's getting a bit short now. Where is the exit? I think it might have opened somewhere. That was what that boom was for. Boom. Maybe I haven't. I have got all the diamonds though, haven't I? Where is the exit? Keep your eye out, people. If you see the exit, shout at the screen. It might help me. 30 seconds. Come on, Rockford. Get your exit detector out. There it is. Boom, that's where I started, wasn't it? So that's quite easy to remember. I think the exit might be where the start is. Stage 3. I was worried I wouldn't get off stage 1, but here is stage 3. In brown. Charlie Brown. Yeah, so there's more bits of wall here. It's less open plan this time. Getting gradually more and more difficult. Yeah, oh dear. Oh dear. Dear. Oh. Don't know what happened to my brain then. Right, that falls down there. Need time to think about this, but I'm not much of a thinker when it comes to these games. I'm just a doer. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Maybe, perhaps. Don't ask for any proof of this. It's the secret of this game is trying to collect all the diamonds. Well done, Nick. Well done. We didn't know this. Creating as less bother below the rocks as possible. Oh man. I can get that one, can't I? Can I just whiz through there, or is it going to fall on me? Oh, too slow, amigo. Too slow. He's got the skills. He's got the magic. He's got the tragic magic. He's got a lot of stuff. So, 1984, this one. Did you have it back in the day? I'd be interested to know your memories of this. And was there an editor for the Commodore 64? I know the ZX Spectrum did have an editor, so you would have had a little bit of fun on that, but not a great deal, I don't think. It falls into me for those categories like Snake Pit, where it had an editor, where you could use the editor if you wanted to, but it didn't really add too much to the game. It just made you feel a little bit creative for a while, and maybe you could put Boulder Dash 10 on it and say you wrote the game, and your friends would come round and you'd con them into thinking you wrote it when you didn't really. You just used a sneaky editor. Did you do that with any game? Share your memories below. Was that my last life? Have I doomed? Oh no, I've got another life. Right, okay. Here we go. Now, I think this level's a little bit too difficult for me. So, oh man, schoolboy error. Now, if that is the last life, we'll jump back in again, but I'll choose. Yeah, it is game over. I'll choose a different cave this time, bit of extra difficulty. You see down below, cave A and level 1. We'll change these a little bit. Right, okay, so this looks a lot more complicated. This is all open plan. Now, around the side seems to be where all the diamonds are. I think I've gone too difficult, and there's some here too. So you've got to learn the dynamics or the physics of how Boulder Dash works here to be successful. That's going to fall down. It is. Right. Get the diamond. How am I going to get that diamond on the left there? Oh, no. I've done that all completely and utterly wrong. Just for a change. I normally do everything 100% perfect, as we all know. I am enjoying reviewing these Commodore 64 games. Once we get up to 50, which is a little way off, we'll do a recap, as we tend to do, of the last 50 games reviewed. If you want to see a lot of short clips of games in a row, either Commodore Amiga, ZX Spectrum, Game Boy Advance, check out the reviewed games so far playlist. I think it's called something like that, and you'll see everything so far in a list. Hooray! It's essentially me talking for 30 seconds per clip for 50 videos. What's this? Is quite cool. Whoops! Whoa! Right, so now we can pick these off. So that's the way to do it. I hope I didn't sound like Basil Brush then, if you know who that is. Boom. So yeah, pick these off and then get another lot to fall in. That's pretty much it. How'd you get those ones on the right there? I'm not quite sure how you do that. Obviously some special skills that are needed there. Some secrets of the game. Go Rockford, go. Right, in and out, just down and up. We should be able to do that. There we go. That'll fall down there. Same again. Can't move two boulders together, remember. Remember this. Oh, that's worked out quite well. Okay. I mean, I don't know how the hell you get those other two diamonds wedged in the bottom left. How do you do that? We need some kind of bomb or something with us. Maybe there's a button I don't know about which enables you to do that. Let me know the secrets there, because I'm sure one of you would have completed this game. I'm finding it rather relaxing, really. It's strange that the threat of a boulder falling on your head could be quite relaxing. Probably not so much in real life, but in a 2D maze world in the 80s, Commodore 64, it's not so bad. I'm loving the subtle colour changes there. It's not so harsh on the eyes. As I say, it scrolls really well for a Commodore 64 game. The Spectrum, I did like that one as well, but the scrolling made it a little bit awkward. I suppose it was trying the best it could do. But this is a lot more smoother and easy on the eye, so you can play it for a bit longer. That's going to fall down. Yeah, that's going to happen both sides, isn't it, really? Timber! Yeah. Take that out and then get out of the way. Time's not looking over generous. Look at that. How do you do this in time? I'm not sure how you do this in time, really. I think we need 75 of these things. You've got to go quite quick here, and I'm dawdling, and I've only got 8 seconds. See the countdown music? Boom. Oh, this is going bad. Going bad. It's going mighty bad. Out of time. That always reminds me of Back to the Future, their number plate, where it spins round and it says out of time. When he went Back to the Future the first time, anyway, when he was being chased by those terrorists. I need to watch that again now. Run for it, Marty! Or Rockford. Run for it, Rockford! This is heavy. Well, a boulder on your head will be quite heavy, so it doesn't give you too much time, this level. It is quite a difficult level, not really one for beginners, and that's what I am. I'm an absolute beginner, not to cue up that song by whoever it was. This is the sound of boulders falling down and diamonds. Just diamonds. I don't think Lucy's in the sky, just diamonds. I'm doing a lot of song references here, aren't I, really? If you're of a certain age, you'll probably get them all. If you're a young go-getter, you'll probably think, what the hell's Nick going on about? And why have I clicked on this channel? Well, you should subscribe. It's a good channel to subscribe to. Hooray! It's quite mad, sort of, and it's quite funny, and it's just like therapy for me, for stress, and hopefully it's therapy for you as well. Things don't have to be normal the whole time. Let's go surreal for a bit. We create our own reality, don't we? Hooray! Right, Rockford. Time's ticking down still again. Oh man, I'm not getting any better at this game. In fact, I'm getting gradually worse which seems to be a set thing that I'm capable of doing. Oh, hooray! As we say in the trade. Well, I say it. Boom. Right, so all those ones are encased now. I don't think we need all the diamonds, so some we can lose. I mean, Rockford would be extremely rich, wouldn't he, if he just took a couple of these diamonds and escaped, but you need a certain number before they let you out. It's like a Greek mythology tragedy, this one, and Rockford is possessed to ever wander around mazes collecting diamonds, and his work would never, ever be over. He's 20 billion labours of Rockford. Right, time's getting a bit short again, 48 seconds. Beam. Yeah. Yeah, right, okay. Come on, Rockford. He's more overworked than me, I think. But it's our quest to review practically everything ever. I'm not sure that's ever going to happen, but we'll give it a good old go, folks. I like to give you value for money. Give you plenty to watch. You don't have to watch everything, but if you do, I'm most grateful there. I always think if you're being supported on Patreon by any other method, you've got to get it as good as possible. You've got to keep developing as much as you can, and you can't take people for granted. That's just my ethos. So yeah, if you are supporting me on Patreon, thank you very much. Hopefully we're going to keep up this output. Or PayPal as well, the PayPal giving page, that's quite helpful too. And time's running out here, 2-1-0, and we're doomed. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think we'll leave that one there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. I played it for a bit longer than I intended, which is sometimes the case. That was Boulder Dash on the Commodore 64, published by First Star Software in 1984. Got any comments about this game, similar games, then please put those below. I really like this game, good graphics, scrolls really well, quite addictive. You need to go back to it a few times to be any good at it. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed so far. That's a massive help to the channel to try and grow this thing. As I mentioned before, if you want to help it a bit more, there's patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.